Dude, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can be a Blazer fan.
Yeah.
Are they cooking something up? Like, is there any chance that they figure something out and Dame has to stay? Is there anyone behind you?
There is one person behind me.
Okay, well then I'll take your order.
Just a casual conversation in the drive-thru, am I right?
All right, we got breaking news out of the NBA. Damian Lillard has requested a trade.
So now we're in a position where Damian Lillard has requested a trade. And I find this situation so fascinating.
Yeah, Malika, the timing is interesting for Damian Lillard's trade request today. I think in his conversations with the organization, at least going back several days, that last Monday meeting in Portland, the expectation was he was going to give the organization a chance to get through free agency and see how they could improve the team. And on the opening night of free agency, they committed in Portland $160 million. And now, less than 24 hours later, Lillard has asked for a trade. He prefers a trade to the Miami Heat. Now, he does not have a no-trade clause like Bradley Beal did.
The Blazers' Damian Lillard has requested a trade. And what do I say to that? Finally. Lillard has put in years with this team, a tenure that rarely exists in pro sports anymore. 11 years from the team that drafted him, being selected to 7 All-NBA teams along the way, and averaging over 32 points per last season. Dude has been a pro's pro. He is exemplary with the way he conducts himself on the court and also off the court. Rarely getting into trouble, rarely having beef with anybody that isn't just within the confines of the game. And here's the other thing. It's been shocking to see the despair Blazers fans have put forth in the wake of this news. Lillard even weighed in himself on Twitter. Maybe they will point to Lillard's own words he uttered on the Dave Pasch podcast. As long as I feel that our organization is putting their best foot forward and we're on the same page about doing everything that we can do to win, then I'm willing to go out swinging, adding, I want to win in Portland. It's very clear that he did when he put in that much time. I believe things have changed as he is now 33 years old. He's made it clear where he wants to play. The Eastern Conference champions of last year, the Miami Heat. It seems there is nowhere else he would like to play. It's interesting to see the reports of Portland's brass not complying with Lillard's demands, given the team has a bona fide Hall of Famer that put in the time. Plus, the Chris B. Haynes report that he expected the club to send him to his preferred landing spot in Miami. Ira Winderman, a longtime media member in South Florida, noted Pat Riley and co. have pretty much offered anybody except for Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. The exact problem here is that Miami does not have as much to offer outside of Bam and Jimmy as other teams do. One person doing some recruiting, per reports, is Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics. Sports Illustrated wrote of a potential deal that means the C's could acquire him without giving up Jaylen Brown, a package of Malcolm Brogdon, Robert Williams, Peyton Pritchard. I mean, first off, it's not necessarily the guys, aside from Williams and Brogdon, it's the picks. That is what I see here. And they would also write, it could revolve around Tyler Hero. They would need a third team, though. Noteworthy, Hero took the Miami Heat out of his Twitter bio. He recently signed a 4-year, $130 million extension that kicks in at the start of next season. Nonetheless, the Ringer went over a deal that you see on your screen. It's bad, but it is what it is. Still, other teams will compete for Dame. Though, as I said, he will be 33 and has 4 years, $216 million remaining on his deal. The length of it could encourage a team to trade for him, even if they aren't on his list. But let's go back to that first tweet that Damian Lillard replied to, shall we? Very surprised to see the number of fans turning on Lillard today. I can't blame him for wanting a change. The previous regime failed to build a legit team around him, and the current chose to go young and rebuild. I would guess this is the desired result by their front office. He would then write something which I wholeheartedly agree with, which is this. Lillard's fate was sealed by the previous regime. I didn't have an issue when Clyde asked to be traded, when LaMarcus Aldridge went to San Antonio, or Dame wanting change. Players have one career. They should pursue other opportunities if they desire when their current situation changes. And that is exactly what we have here. The hate, the friction, unwarranted. Damian Lillard put in a ton of time with your team. It's okay to say goodbye. It really, really is. And I know there is this love affair in sports. There's also, at times, the abusiveness of a bad relationship in sports when one party decides to leave and the other is completely sickened and hurt by it. I get it. I've been there. I am a loyalist of some of my teams, not necessarily to y'all's degree, but I have been a loyalist previously, and I understand where you're coming from. But if any hate is directed at Damian Lillard, it is time to look inward. He gave you 11 years. You only went to one Western Conference Finals. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's going to be whatever the ring ceremony induction Hall of Fame for the team is. He is one of the best representations the sport has, and he has given everything to this city. It is okay for him at this tender age to go and try and win a championship, because I believe he has tried to help all of you guys out every single year, and it just hasn't happened. Whether you blame the front office, whether you blame his teammates, or whether you even blame Dame, it doesn't matter. Because this is the blueprint when guys get into their older status within respective leagues. They want to ring chase because they want to win. Every single player has done this. Damian Lillard is entitled to do it as well.